Hi, Leo. Welcome to Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. My name is Wakida. I am a spirit advisor, and I'm here to provide you with a spread to help guide you with energies you may need to release and let go of from now until the end of April of 2019. Now, this message is for Leos, anyone with Leo in their chart, guided to my channel, and cross watchers as well. Keep in mind, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. This intent is strictly for guidance. Now, for this spread, I'll be referring to the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland for additional spiritual guidance at this time. So, okay, Leo, let's get to your reading. Now, for the underlying energies we have for now until the end of April of 2019, we have the energies of the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is about the end of a cycle of carrying burdens. With the Ten of Wands, you set out on a goal or a journey towards something that you were passionate about, and you had that drive and the energy to go towards. Yet as the time went by, the task became, instead of, something of passion, it came more of, it became more of a burden where you're carrying the work of others, the work for yourself, and you're ending that cycle of holding on to burdens and being able to release those burdens and have people be responsible for, their own journey. With this process that you're ending, what you have to understand is that you have to treat anything within your dealings, basically. You have to treat yourself with kindness through this process, and you have to deal with kindness as well with others. And again, it's not something, let's say you have to be kind to others, but it'd be a better way to deal with, conflict and challenges when they arrive. Dealing with issues with force is not always the answer. I know, Leo, you may be feeling tired right now, feeling like you're ready to give up, but it's important that you know that you have that final push within you, and it's time for you to, tap into those reserves and believe in yourself, because you have, the spiritual guidance on your side. You have, it's a process towards an awakening that you're going through. So although you may feel like you want to give up, do not give up at this time. You are at the last stage of it. You're in a process of a new beginning. Yet, Leo, for the spiritual guidance for this underlying energy, it's stating that you're refusing to acknowledge who you are. You're refusing, or maybe feeling blocked from tapping into your higher self. And for spiritual guidance, we want to first bring you back to your awareness, because you are entering a new cycle. And it's important for you to clear your mind, and in order to clear your mind, you must get recentered. And that is by connecting back to the divine. By resetting yourself, first of all, allowing your self time to take a step back, take some time in a room alone to just sit and, have your feet planted on the ground and practice meditation. And the first step to meditation is breathing in through your nose, taking a deep breath, and breathing the bullshit and the stress out through your mouth. And you know how when you go to doctors when you're younger, even when you go to the doctors now, they want to check your breathing and have you take that deep breath in and that deep breath out in order to check your status to, see if you're anxious or see if you're calm and see if you, have how centered you can be. So it's important for you to check on yourself without having to go to the doctor, sitting yourself and meditate, practice meditation. If you're not familiar with your chakras, it's important to learn about the different chakras and elements of your body that power runs through. And by connecting back to your soul, connecting back to the source, connecting back to the divine and, your higher self, it's going to be able to, rebuild that energy within you, and it's going to be able to clear your mind of this mental blockage that you've experienced. So for guidance, this guidance is towards a change that you're experiencing right now. You're again you're walking into a new cycle, and in this cycle, you're releasing burdens. You're going to release these burdens in this new cycle, but you must be aware of who you are and acknowledge what brought you to where you are right now. So the card for guidance is the card of number 1, the card of a new beginning, and it's a card of knowledge. And it says that this card is one of the key reminders that you already possess all of the tools to guide and direct you in your life, whether it's wisdom, intuition, psychic skill, creativity, self-motivation, love, willpower, physical ability, or just pure courage. They are all part of you. Once you learn to tap into and use them, you'll be amazed by the power and effect they can have. You have the ability to allow the universe to work in partnership with you. Together, you can manifest change, whatever the desire may be, and bring about a positive outcome. This card represents your ability to create your own reality, to set ideas into motion and watch them grow. This card is often drawn when you're ready to switch direction, start a new project, or change careers. Now is the time to use positive thoughts, visualizations, and affirmations as you veer away from negativity. Knowledge is power and can lead to success. By having faith, keeping your willpower strong and directed, and by tapping into the tools that you possess, as well as calling on the magic from the universe, you can accomplish anything and everything you set out to do. So always remember that power that's within you, Leo, and remember to connect with your connect with your third eye. Connect with your heart, Because in this present moment, you may be feeling heartache and feeling loss and grief due to situations and feeling as if you're at your lowest point. And you have to understand these situations are brought here to teach you to look at things, with a clear eye and not just jump into situations. It's also teaching you, how to be vigilant within your dealings. It's teaching you to, look at people and the situations before making a move and putting your heart into something in order to allow it to, be hurt in this way. So these are all lessons to help you understand when communicating and when dealing with others. And the card for guidance we have is a card about the conflict and a defeat that you've been experiencing. And with this conflict and defeat, it's like you've been letting it, get the best of you, where you could be refusing to refine that power within inside of you. And it's important that you understand that these conflicts and challenges that you've been through has been brought here to make you stronger throughout this experience. So the guidance card we have the guidance card we have is for your mental energy that you've been feeling thus far, and is towards conflict and defeat. And it's about, the conflict and challenges that we experience. And when dealing with these situations, it's important to, maintain that power that's inside of you, and understand that these situations are built here for you to refine the power that's in you. We sometimes need these conflicts and challenges in order to keep us sharp. So the card for guidance for right now, in this present moment, and your mental energy of the guidance towards, again, this heartache and grief or low point that you may be experiencing, again, is the card of the number 5, the mental card that represents significant learning and change. And how you handle yourself at this time is vital to your overall well-being. This card could relate to a lack of sensitivity in taking action or in response to conditions or situations around you. This need for sensitivity could relate to you or someone else in your life. Even though a battle can be won, it's important to evaluate the cost and pain to both parties. Sometimes it's best to surrender and walk away if no answer or victory can be achieved. Don't assign blame, become deceitful, or set out to get revenge, for this results in the negative energy becoming part of you. You are being tested on how delicately and gently you take your next step. Remember, everything in your life is an opportunity to learn and grow. So it's time to tap back into your higher self, Leo, and get back to meditation. Get back to connecting with your soul and listening to yourself, and, connecting back to God and praying about situations and praying for guidance through these situations as well. And not just believing that you have all control over matters, not just thinking that deceit and anger or, any trickery is going to get you through a situation, just by connecting with your higher self. And when you connect and you take that time to connect with your soul, connect with that inner child within you, that inner child is going to shine, it's going to come and show you and remove the blockages, and anything that's in the dark is going to come to light, and you're going to be able to see situations for what it is. You're going to be able to remember the power that you have inside of you and destroy and knock away any of this negative energy and these blockages that you've been experiencing. So you will be able to, let that light shine and, get back to your essence and, the things that you wanted. You have an opportunity right now to start over. Yes, it's a spiritual awakened time, and it's a time for you to remember that, you're not alone. You know, connect back to your soul, your spirit, and just connect back to God because, the physical, we're a spirit first and we're physical second. So we're out here just connecting with the physical realms and not nurturing our spirit and not even listening to our spirit at this time. And our spirit is calling out to us. So, Leo, it's time to build on a positive and destroy this negative energy that's been plaguing you. And if you can, by building on the positive energy, it's going to allow you positive movement forward. You know, if you destroy that negative energy, negative thoughts of doubt and, wanting to get back at such and things like that, you know, positive. Think about, what you want, what you do want, and go in that direction. So you may be feeling right now like, you know, you there is a light and inside of you, and you may feel it. Sometimes you may see it where you're ready to acknowledge and step back in to that sun, and connect back to that your soul. I mean, it sounds like a good idea where you're not feeling left out in the cold anymore, and you're able to step into this new beginning and connect back to your chakras, connect back to your power sources. Right now, you're in a spiritual awakening season, okay? And we all have choices, and your card for guidance with these choices right now is for you to choose wisely with your emotions, because there's different ways that you can go through this hurt and deceit. It could cause you, to again want to hurt others and, take that pain out on someone else. And that's going to be the negative direction. But through this pain and what you experience, you can take this experience as a learning lesson and know what not to do, and take that and move forward positively in your new direction with, someone that is going to give you that balanced energy that you need. So this card for spirit is telling you, your spiritual guidance is telling you to choose wisely, Leo. And this card of choose wisely says that this card comes forth when you have a vision or goal that you want to achieve, but too many choices, scattered energies, and unrealistic expectations prevent you from attaining what you desire. Opportunities are bountiful, but there's a decision to be made at this time. This card reminds you that the options now around you may appear to have all the influence and power, but in reality, you're in control and responsible for all the choices that you make. Take time to think, analyze, and carefully look at the different possibilities that are in front of you. Don't be hasty just because you feel pressured, and don't be influenced by people who have no idea, expertise, or education in the area of your choices. A focused, wise decision far outweighs one made emotionally or in desperation. Remember that light that's inside of you, Libra, Leo. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra. But the light that, don't forget that light and that's inside of you. And don't forget, the universe and the stars that we have available, that guides us. And don't think that, everything is up to the physical being. Trust in your higher self, trust in that inner voice, and balance these energies between the physical and the spiritual. As above, so below. And remember God, remember your soul, remember the energies of the universe and manifestation and everything that you do. Remember your power, and again, that you are a star, and that you have all possibilities to make anything that you want happen, but you have to balance, between the physical and the spiritual. Now, you may be feeling it so strong because, you've reached the bottom of a situation, and understand that, it can't nothing worse happen than what you've already experienced. Like, it's no way, no direction to go but up from here. You got to let bygones be bygones. It, the situation, has been, let's say, destroyed through, you reach that final stage through the conflict. And this situation caused you to lose the understanding of your power. This situation caused you to lose the sight of, the capabilities that you have to birth new situations, to nurture yourself and to nurture your ideas. And the situation made you forget that you could create whatever you desire. And this situation made you forget that you are a kind person. And in being a kind person, it made you forget who being kind to yourself first is important. You have to give yourself that love that this situation caused, that this situation didn't appreciate. Love yourself how you want to love others. Like I said, we forgot to love ourselves, and we wanted to give this love to everybody else instead of loving ourselves first and nurturing and taking time to ourselves and providing for ourselves. You have to remember that. We're so busy looking for love, and the love that's needed is right within us. We got this spirit, this soul, and it's funny because I'm just thinking about, getting to know the spirit that's inside of you, and letting it guide you through this physical realm. I mean, I'm sure it got more, it's dealing with the energies. Just something to think about, Leo. So for guidance, we have the card of the number 3, which is fertility. And it's guiding you not to forget your quality and not forget your heart. So for this major change, this guidance card of fertility, the number 3, is understanding that and remembering that at all times, and understanding that power, Leo. It says, through this card, the manifestation of growth is on the horizon. You're the creator, and the seeds that have been planted in the past, whether they were happiness, comfort, abundance, prosperity, family, children, ideas, or even thoughts, are now ready to give birth into your world. Be patient as you watch your seeds take root and grow. Nurture them as they become strong and healthy. Open yourself to the life force of the universe. This card also represents femininity and Mother Earth, who is calling to you. The arms of her beauty are reaching out. She wants to embrace you on her seashores, mountains, forests, and gardens. Go to her and meet her halfway. Acknowledge that the same energy that makes up the heavens, earth, plants, animals, and mineral kingdom is also part of you. Start nurturing yourself and infuse your soul with love and compassion. Soon others will see and feel your devotion. As you interact with others around you, now or even if you're in the midst of solving a problem, use gentle care and kindness as you handle such situations. This isn't a time for you to be inconsiderate, possessive, domineering, forceful, or pushy. Act from the loving space of your heart center. The benevolent energy that resides there will assist you in making sacrifices in order to care for and help others, as well as helping yourself. So keep in mind, Leo, this quality that you have inside of you, and understand in any dealing, you have to be able to balance, your emotions and logic, and, be able to work from a good heart space and see still the good in people, know the good in yourself, and just be balanced in your dealing when you're not too over emotional or too angry. Balance and center yourself, and enable to do that again. Get back in connection with yourself. Now, you can release this feeling by, again, choosing wisely, and understand out of the options. It's okay to, have daydream and think about what could be, and it's good to make all those possibilities. And once you see all the possibilities in front of you, it's time to look at each of them, step at a time, and be rational in thinking what is best for you and your future. So don't be disillusioned, and, don't be tempted by, temptation. Look at it logically. Don't go about things how you used to and just jumping into situations. Ground yourself and think about what's best for you, and keep in mind thinking about what's best for your future. And again, for guidance, the guidance is for this change that you're going through, that's happening in your life, Leo. And again, this change is for you not to block the knowledge of the spirit, not to block the knowledge of, God and your higher self, and not to block the acknowledgement of your soul and your inner child. And the guidance is asking you not to lose your hope in that light inside of you, and the light that we connect with to make things happen. Don't lose hope in the light that brought you here, Leo. And with this card for guidance, it's a card again towards this major change that you're experiencing, number 17. And this goes to a number 8 again. And there's a lot of 8s in your readings, because right now you're going through changes of, with your work. It could be with your home, changes in situations. And the only way to get where you want to be, if you change your thought process, if you believe in yourself, if you connect back and center yourself and pray and connect back with the divine source. This card for hope states that this is a card that focuses on the qualities of hope, faith, healing, aspirations, success, and finally, enlightenment. When this card appears, note that a special wish you've made may be fulfilled in time. The Hope card will help show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible and the differences between success or failure, and above all, who we are, is the power of your belief. This card serves as a reminder to use your natural ability of intuition, the language of the soul, as you reach for your goals and desires. The future can be yours when you have hope and trust in everything you do. Soon others will be attracted and drawn to your inner light. Learn to share your experiences and lessons, for those around you will also realize that by having faith and pushing forward where one may have felt no hope at all is the key to success. Above all, maintaining a positive attitude and starting it right now. This very minute, it will allow your soul to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to shine as you reach for the stars. So again, you are the star. Remember who you are. Remember to have hope and know that the possible of the impossible can happen. And again, choosing positivity over negative. I mean, it is, one of the truest things in life that we choose not to go towards. A lot of people chooses to go towards, the negative and, the gossip and I want to say fuckery, excuse my French, instead of going towards that positive energy and doing the right thing. I mean, it's something that has been tried to be taught throughout life, and the people that applied that positive energy and that hope and that faith and went towards their dreams, they made it happen. We see it every day. But it could be fear, it's the lower energies, choosing to fight that off. So I'm moving on, Leo, pardon me. So this whole feeling is going to transform into, once you connect back to yourself, it's going to transfer into you first looking at situations for what they are, seeing things clearly. And when you look at this situation for what it is, get back and connect with your third eye, get back into connection with yourself, your soul and your higher self, get back in connection with the divine and see this whole situation clearly. Then you're going to know that you are the authority in this situation. You have the control over you, and it's important to maintain that authority over yourself and stay in touch with your higher self. Keep your energies clean and pure, and again, just stay in touch with that power that's within you and be able to be free within who you are and create the foundation that you want for yourself. Know that you have the authority to set the stage for it all, and you have that authority over yourself, Leo. And for guidance, we do have the card of authority. So number 4, again, it's about being free within the culture of who you are. It's about firm and free within your foundation. It says that this card represents the masculine qualities of leadership, logic, strength, wisdom, and power. When this card emerges, it acts as a teaching tool, and in doing so, it is encouraging you to develop or reignite these qualities and tap into the masculine aspects of yourself. Other traits also included are good reasoning and problem solving skills, being grounded and learning to develop strong mental control over free reigning emotions. Oftentimes, this card appears to symbolize a father figure or an individual of wise authority who may be present in your life. It could be someone of high influence in business or a prudent friend who uses logic and reason to create a positive outcome. Ask yourself whether it's time to take on and emulate similar qualities. Now is when you must act like a leader and exert your will by incorporating form and structure into ideas, plans, and foundations. It's time to stop talking and act in order to achieve what you must. Use the qualities and character of the authority card so that when you need to make a choice, you approach it from a place of wisdom, rationality, logic, and grace, rather than one of foolishness, belligerence, greed, or self-centeredness. The way in which you acquire, handle, and wield power and authority is now being tested. So there could be a possibility you abused your authority and didn't use it in the right way. And it's time for you to regain and know who you are and correct this imbalance and correct these blockages. And when you do, Leo, your wishes are going to be fulfilled. You're going to have that emotional satisfaction within yourself to know that, again, you can achieve anything, and knowing that you can have anything that you want. Now, you can rise above this situation by understanding that we have to let bygones be bygones and understand that throughout this situation, justice was served, and be able to balance yourself and, take this again as a learning lesson and move forward with that clarity and not staying in the past. Again, letting the past be the past and moving forward with the future. Balancing your energies. And once you do, just, understand your part in matters as well, and, let the past go and move forward and understand that justice has been served, and remove that mental blockage, remove that blindfold, and see the situation for what it is, you're going to be at that stage towards your mental harvest where you'll have everything that you need, and you'll be able to give thanks. And through that, you'll be entering a new cycle of understanding why situations went the way that they did. And for guidance, we have this card towards your your physical and material energy, and to get the things that you want and be able to, harvest in, your material. It is, again, the card of the number 9 towards the end of a cycle. And it says that one of the laws of the universe is what you sow, you reap. This card states that this is your time to reap the harvest you work for and so rightly deserve. This last physical card denotes self-mastery, self-sufficiency, independence, security, and the art of enjoying what you strive for. You've done the hard work and learned the lessons along the way and used them to prosper in all areas of your life. The number 9 also means endings. Not that good fortune necessarily stops, but do honor yourself as you finish up or celebrate the completion of projects. This would be the perfect time to look ahead and use the wisdom you've gained to think about what else you want to achieve. Consider smart investments and ponder ideas that show profitable potential. Congratulations on your success. You've earned it. So, you're going to be rising above this negative energy by balancing out, you know, yourself and seeing situations for what they are, understanding the past, ready to move forward towards the future, and having that authority over yourself to do so. And thinking clear about what you want and not being stuck in any illusions, and remembering who you are, the light inside of you, the divine guidance is a part of you all of your life that you may choose to come and go from time to time. And when you tap back into your awareness and your third eye and the God and the universe and your higher self, and when you tap back into your soul, your new beginning is going to be understanding that time you have to step away from situations, and the answers that you looking for in this physical world, you may not find it in this physical world. The answers are within you, and at times you have to step away from the physical and the people and what's going on social media, and take a journey within and take time to yourself. Don't get stuck up in the ways of the world, because it could take you down and have you a part of the matrix. If anyone remembers that and knows about what that matrix is about. So connect to your soul. You're never alone. You don't always need that phone. And get back to your inner child and the things that you want to achieve for yourself. And with this new beginning, you're going to be born and understanding who you are. And again, knowing that the answers are not always outside of you. You have the answers within, and you have to go inside and tap into them. So the card that we have for guidance, with this change that you're experiencing in your life, Leo, is to have patience with yourself and to acknowledge, your culture and your freedom, of who you are, and acknowledge the things that you want for yourself, and refine that power back in, or that power within you, by connecting back to yourself and connecting back to the divine and connecting to your soul. And what this guidance card is asking you through this process to have patience. And the patient card states that this card signifies the need for patience, self-control, adjustment, moderation, and balance when dealing with others as well as yourself. This could be in the areas of how you think and work, and how you handle school, recreation, the people in your life, or the spiritual path that's set before you. As a soul, you have more than one aspect of yourself to draw on for support. It's all about integration and learning to blend and balance both the physical and the spiritual. You're an ethereal being in a physical body, enjoying a human experience. Therefore, since you're both, you should honor all of you. If you go through life denying yourself the joy of combining these aspects, you're missing out on so much of what the world has to offer. Why accept a life that's half lived? The patient card, the patience card reminds you to open your heart and mind and allow yourself to listen to other people's ideas, thoughts, and perspectives. Blissful harmony can be achieved when everyone learns to work as one. All benefit. Listening, sharing, and reaching out will help you renew your faith in yourself and humankind. You'll become more aware of the miracles around you as well as the ones that you have a hand in creating. So it's important to be patient, Leo, with yourself and being patient with others and being patient with this process. And your new beginning will help you understand that. Patience is a virtue, focus is the key, and tapping into those powers of your spirit, of the spirit, the power of that light, connecting to your soul, centering yourself, and balancing your energy. And through this process, what you would have learned is that in situations, I want to say they could trap your body, but they can't trap your mind. And you have the ability to choose where you want to go. You could go anywhere your heart desires, and you are stuck and these thoughts are stuck in your head or thinking that you're stuck in a situation, and it's only because you're choosing to be there. And you don't have to be stuck mentally. You have to make a choice and step up out of that and take the blindfold off, and look at the situation and understanding who you are. And for guidance, we have the card for guidance for the card of the number 1. And this guidance is for this new beginning that you're stepping into with this mental energy. And this card for guidance for your mental energy states that this is the first of the mental cards, and it signifies that new beginnings and exciting challenges may be before you. By utilizing your strength, willpower, determination, and focus, there's a potential for you to there is potential for you to reign triumphant in many areas of your life. In traditional tarot, this card represents the Ace of Swords. And since a sword is double-edged, it can cut through all the barriers that hold you back if it's done constructively and with precision. Remember that there's another side to the blade. If you're rash or use it in a destructive way, it could be harmful to yourself and to others. Always pause and think before you act. This card is a reminder to vanquish negative thoughts from your mind. Strengthen and tap into your mental powers and use clarity with control in order to initiate new ways of thinking. So Leo, if you're able to reconnect back to your soul and reconnect back to the divine and your higher self and the energies that you possess, and don't lose your hope and don't forget that star that you are and the star that's inside of you. You would have learned through this experience again to not get trapped in thought and not to forget about that fire and that energy that you have inside of you to go off on adventures and, be creative and go for your passions. So I hope that this reading guided you or helps you with some guidance, Leo, from now until the end of April of 2019. And again, don't get stuck in your head. Don't get stuck in negative thoughts. To end this reading, I have pulled 2 cards from the Angel Answers from Doreen Virtue. And your first card tells you to take action, Leo. And this card from the Angel Answers to take action states that the time has come to take action. Your angels are waiting for you to take the next step so that they can assist you along the path to your dreams. Do away with procrastination and uncertainty. In your heart, you know what to do. And get going, Leo. Whether you're focused upon career, relationships, or some other topic, the fulfillment of your wishes isn't going to just fall into your lap. You must be actively focused on the pursuit of what you want. And our next card states that meditation brings answers. And please take this guidance from the Angel Answers, Leo, and understand that meditation does bring answers, and meditation is going to help invigorate and bring back that power and that light inside of you. And for the meditation brings answers, it says that trying to come up with an intellectual answer to your concerns hasn't been successful. That's because the solutions you seek can only be found by going within through meditation or inner spiritual work. You may also gather insights from your nighttime dreams as your subconscious creates solutions for you that are not available to your waking mind. So Leo, I wish you the best of luck from now until the end of April. Keep your mind pure with positive. Don't forget who you are. Think before you react. Come from that loving place inside of you. Come from that wisdom and, that authority that you are. And, be the leader, and lead by a good example. Use that fire and passion that you have and go for what you know. So this is again Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. I hope I'll see you again, or I hope you'll, visit my channel again. Any information to reach me, you'll find in the description box. And I am available for personal readings. So thank you, Leo. Bye-bye.